Hello and welcome back to final round coverage of the 2023 Waco Annual Charity Open. You are watching the back nine, just 9 holes left to decide our champion on the Disc Golf Pro Tour. You're watching JomezPro with Nate Sexton, Jeremy Koling, and Paul Ulibarri.
14 players are within 3 shots of the lead, 16 players within 4. I mean, and just a slew of players within 5. Those 5 shots back, you're out of it. But you know what you're not out of? You're not out of an opportunity to save some money on some discs. Go to JomezPro, save 50% off these slow-mos discs. Support your favorite YouTube channel. We love you guys. Thank you very much. Let's get into this course. Brazos Park East, the Beast. I mean, we love this place. This is a fun challenge, open, wooded. Today we got some wind. We're gonna play some holes in the woods first, but the last 5 holes are going to be mostly played in the headwind, and there is going to be some separation occurring on those holes. Our leaders, Adam Hammes, Calvin Heimburg. I think we're going to see a few other names at that 25, but like we said, these are the guys who have the most holes to play, and like right there, Kyle Klein tied with these 2 guys here at 25. But so many people are knocking at the door. I think if you're within 3, I think it's possible, but it's going to take some perfect play.
Hole 10, par 4, 591, dead straight right ahead. Drive wants to get past these guardian trees in the middle, but normally you would land right around there. That's what makes the upshot kind of tricky. You're going to have to use your angle control to get through this little corridor, right or left. Come in, land soft on this green because there is a little slope behind it.
Adam.
Looks a little heavy on the hyzer.
If this gets a straight script, oh my gosh, I can't even. So a straight script. He got a straight script, guys. He's right there in the middle of the fairway.
Yeah, he did, and that was a good little tree. I think that gets tucked a little bit farther on the left there. He's gonna have some problems. Here's Calvin.
Yeah, saving the world once again, perhaps.
Yeah, straight as an arrow.
And before we get too far into this back nine, I do want to say that we did suffer from a little bit of technical difficulties on some of our camera stuff. It's going to be more of that early Jomez style.
It's the reaction cam we lost. We don't have the footage of the players reacting to their shots. Unfortunately, files were corrupted. And we are going to be kicking it back to 2017.
Yeah.
Two camera coverage. It's all really need. It's all you really need. You know what the guy looks like. He's smiling when he makes it. He's mad when he misses it.
And James should be smiling right now. That's missing everything. But maybe he needed a good kick, kind of like Adam and Matty O got off their tee shots, because they were both heading to that bad place, and they ended up in the good place.
I think James missed too many things.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He needed a little bit of a glancing blow.
Gosh, look at this pace.
Oh, this is not very good. But now it's very good.
Yeah.
That's an ace disc right there. He knows what it's doing.
He threw that right into those tall branches on the left. Those don't get through very often.
Matty O getting just a ton of distance, man. I am endlessly amazed at how much power he is able to create with that unique throw.
That'll be James.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yep.
Just fine.
To save the world.
Yeah, this is a big putt. I mean, there's a lot of people out here just living. James with a good save for the par. And Matt Orum will be taking the nice birdie. So 3 birdies and a par for James. And that par might he taking his name out of the hat.
Sure, starting to lose contact. Hole 11, short par 3, 279 feet down the tunnel. There's this first tree that you get to that's kind of the crux of this hole, I think. You have to pick your side on this one. Are you going to go up to the right here where the drone went, or try to go to the left towards those roots in that steep hillside and try and scoot your way up the hill? Backhand or forehand, both super viable. Just about picking your gap and hitting it with conviction.
That is leaking left. Needs to start hyzering.
Wow, phenomenal.
Yep.
That is so fortunate.
Those little limbs can pull you in, or it can just kind of guide you down the fairway.
I think he's saved about 4 shots with some good kicks here as of late.
And that's what you got to do to win on the Disc Golf Pro Tour.
Sure.
You need. I mean, it takes stellar play first and foremost. Great putting, of course, but those breaks got to go your way at some point.
Well, that's about as good as you can do. Beautiful shot there from Matteo. Leaving it from left to right, making that fairway very big. Get through.
Need some help.
Little secondary kick pushed him back towards the fairway. I think he's going to be able to do just this. Straddle out.
Yee, slow down. Okay.
Still nervy from there.
Yeah. Nervy from here. One step inside the circle. What you got, Adam?
He's good at that.
Mm-hmm. He was quick to emerge as one of our premier putters on tour. I remember when he had really his coming out party at the IDGC those years back, when he had that whole compilation video of 70 footers made. I remember him saying, "I think I'm the best putter on tour," and I was like, I didn't even know that you had any confidence in your putt at all. This is me finding out, and the whole world found out at the same time.
Yeah.
And he really hasn't had any slumps since then. He's very consistent at that range. And once again, 3 birdies for Calvin, Adam, and Matt. And James dropping one more shot. And if he didn't already have his name out of the hat, now it's salvation time. He's had a great event. How good of a finish can he have?
And what kind of number is it going to take to hoist the trophy here? 27 now for these guys. Certainly some fairly simple birdies still to come up. This, not one of them in any way.
This one and 15 are the only ones I think they're not going to be playing for the birdie.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, you might play for it here, but 15, that's absolutely a moot point.
Yeah, so one would think 29 bare minimum, 32 maximum, somewhere in that range has got to be the winning number.
Oh, 32 wins this, no question. If Adam takes 5 birdies from here on out, go ahead and hold the trophy. I mean,
I
Adam,
tend to agree.
Calvin, and Mattio's at 26.
Ooh, really bad there. This is pretty wide. Does it hyzer quick enough? Does not. But
I think it's a better break than we think. I think that was going deep left.
This looks good to me.
This has got a swing.
Not enough.
It's a little bit too much pace out of the hand.
So this is a position play. Just needs to get down here and get to the right. That's pretty well done.
For how bad he threw that tee shot, that's not a bad spot to be able to get that distance. A little farther left right there or right, and you're not advancing very far. Believe me, I know.
Yeah, I think worst case would be right side of the fairway. You can't really make much happen from over there.
Where Calvin is now is where you're seeing a pretty decent forehand drive. Yeah. And that means that he's still got a lot of work left. Adam, however, he has a chance to potentially get to the top of the hill with a forehand.
Oh, boy.
And that not was just really top of the good. Hill. He's sitting on the edge of the circle.
I think that's as good as he could throw it.
I was going to say...
Yeah, forehand approach, you don't get close from back there. You just get yourself to circle's edge, and you love it.
One of the best I've seen.
Look at this, though. Maybe a par from Calvin. That was incredible.
An
seriously
amazing
sick
save.
Mattio's got some work to do. Seriously sick. Go in. Go in. Oh my goodness. What a highlight. And this is third follow flight for Mattio this round, and he's earning him, man.
Wow.
These are some
Looks like he
sick
went
shots.
down. Looked like he fell down.
Yeah. We are getting confirmation from camera crew that indeed Mattio put everything into the throw and
Fell
tumbled.
down. Calvin, big putt here. Oh. That juiced.
Yeah, it really did. That would have just been a ridiculous par save. He's going to have to still work just to keep it
Adam.
to single.
That juiced.
And just like that, there could be a 2-shot swing on the card as Adam takes the. That is just such a hard sidearm birdie to get. And now Calvin, awkward straddle putt, coming up low, and
Wow.
whoa.
I would normally say that would take somebody out of the tournament, but
Well, he's gonna double.
Calvin.
I said a 2-stroke swing. It's a 3-stroke swing. That was for par the first putt.
But you gotta think about who Calvin is with that long drive. He's one of the guys
my
that can
gosh.
get those bonus birdies or eagles.
I mean, he just dropped 3 though. Oh, now he's currently in 6th place. So it's just, wow. How fast did that happen?
Looking at hole 13, par 4, 555, and we are back out in the open playing into that headwind for the next couple holes. So while this is still very gettable, it's a little harder than it has been on the previous 2 days. Got to make the Mando first, stay to the left, pick your gap, hit it with a distance driver probably, and try to get down there as far as you can because the approach can sometimes be a little bit low ceiling with the one pine tree, or just have some other trees in your way. So this is a good option, working the forehand, trying to flip it over. It needs to sit down, and we'll do just fine.
All right, Mattio form breakdown. From right to left, the reason he's doing that, he likes the high release. And when you get that high release, if you think about it, this is getting through. Most of the time, if you're going to throw a roller or something, you're going to go from right to left. But where's your hand? High. He's not a big hyzer flipper. He loves to throw it from left to right, even on his putts, and I think that's why he's very used to running from right to left, because that makes the anhyzer a little bit easier.
Good power from James. Even better kick, perhaps, putting him down the middle of the fairway. 3 good shots so far, and Calvin's going to need just a monster here.
He might have one.
Get through. And go into circle 2 into the headwind. 555 low ceiling.
Yeah.
Trees aplenty. Man. 2 rounds in a row, Calvin is leaving me jaw dropped on these drives.
Very good.
Surprised to see Adam go with the zone here.
Oh,
I was being facetious because that's a clear, obvious shot choice for him, and I am shocked to see him miss that approach.
Yeah, that's...
disappointing.
he hasn't missed it yet.
I meant Calvin's effort was disappointing.
Yes.
But yeah.
I was with you there. That was.
I missed that, yeah. Tiny brain syndrome.
I mean, Calvin's got to get 1, 2, 3. I mean, you can't imagine he's going for 15, but maybe.
I think he's
kind of
going. Calvin's a go for the win type player.
Yeah.
He's going for everything. Oh boy, stay in there, little fella.
Well, he will be getting one back on Adam, but not on Matt Orum, who draws himself within one of our tied for first leader.
I mean, Calvin's 2 back. I don't know what we're talking about here, but he's 2 back, and going into these holes, that's not a lot.
No, it
so
isn't.
let's get over the fact that the double bogey happened. He's very much part of this tournament.
Absolutely.
I guess it's just the double bogey with at the same time as Adam, but you're right. I mean, 2 shots back, it can happen here. It could happen in the next hole. It could happen in any of these holes for sure.
Yeah, hole 14, par 3, 303. Flex it down the middle or mid-range straight shot. A lot of little things to miss, but let's see what these guys got. I'm going with the flex from Matteo. How stable is it?
That's gonna, I think good tree.
Might have saved him.
Yeah.
What a move there. That was a great shot.
Mm-hmm.
To control that late spin into the headwind, that is so touchy and powerful simultaneously.
Get down.
Oh, very good. I don't think it was going to go too much farther up the hill, but
Sometimes they get that weird bounce
Yeah,
in the
that-
wind,
the branch was nice.
This looks really good.
Yeah, it is. Wow.
Flexing it to these, there's 2 trees that have been planted on this hole. Flexing it starting off right side of the first one, left to the second with a stable fairway driver is, I would say, the essentially the perfect way to play this hole. If you've got that, that's the shot to play.
Tougher to do today into the headwind, though. Anytime you have to throw the forced anhyzer, headwind can be pretty tricky.
That's a super good putt.
Has to have it, gets it.
Super good putt.
Okay.
Whoa.
Adam with a little miscue there.
Haven't seen him miss too many from that range.
That's a tough putt. 30 feet.
Yeah.
Headwind.
Headwind, yeah. His drive looked closer than that.
It did, yeah.
And I would imagine from the tee, he felt like it was closer too. He got a lot of cheers. It was right on line.
I mean, remember that zone shot high into the tree on the last and that putt right there. I mean,
Yeah, no doubt.
as close as this tournament is, he's still in the driver's seat. But wow,
There's a
those are
T
tough.
next to that 1 next to his name. And just eliminating one of those errors,
sure.
he's in sole first place position. So that's something to keep an eye on.
This hole plays super hard into the headwind, especially if you want to get aggressive because you got the OB on both sides. Most guys who think about putting enough power to reach this green find themselves flipping over the fence to the right. So we'll see how aggressive these guys want to get. 558 feet into headwind. I don't know. I mean, if there's anybody who could do it, it's flipped.
Is it stable enough to come back and bounce? Yes. Yeah.
Wow,
Okay.
that's way up there.
I mean, that's a lot of risk to give himself a 75-foot headwind putt, but, you got to take those risks.
Almost a guaranteed 3. That's huge on this hole.
Yeah,
It is.
That's fair.
Oh, this is pretty high.
That needs to get down quick, guys. That is just an incredibly unforced error.
Get the nose up into a headwind, and that's what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Nice low-driven shot position, right to the perfect place to lay up. And this is nice width. It's okay to put it a little high if you
Yes.
give it that kind of line.
Very good. Yep. Tough shot here with that
This is why
pillar. Ooh.
Yeah, look at how much he has to abbreviate and still throws it great.
Yeah, very good shot. I do think that something should be done about OB lines and people having fences to throw in their follow through. I think that 1 meter is not a generous enough width.
This needs to get down.
Adam Hammes. That is another potentially leaked shot if he is not able to make that putt.
I think he's grateful not to be out of bounds. Look.
Wow.
Yeah, they have action when they get to the left side of that basket.
Yes, they sure do. And it slopes a little bit towards the road as well. Perhaps an effort, but either way, in the bullseye now for the easy 3. But this putt is huge for Adam, and boy, does he nail it.
There he is.
That's huge, especially after the last hole missing that headwind putt, having one right away on the next hole and then knocking it right in the center. You got to love that.
The adjustment right away. James with the smooth par putt. Almost ringing up the 2 as his approach highs are just low. And that's a great bogey save.
There is your leaderboard. Kyle Klein now at the top,
from Chase card.
29 under on the chase card.
And the number of names that can potentially win this thing are dwindling down. It's just a few guys, not many strokes separating them from even 13th place, but it's just enough that there's not that many holes left. Just 3 to go. This is a fairly easy birdie, but 17 and 18, you've seen it all week. Just destroying players like Jeremy Koling and really just him. Sorry, back to these guys. 609 feet, but they're going to be playing straight into a headwind.
Gotta have this birdie.
Gotta have it, though.
Anybody who's serious about winning this tournament, I think, needs to be making birdie here on 16.
Calvin calls this his most stable in his bag as far as fast drivers go.
Well, that must mean it's got to be made out of 30% lead, because that guy's bag is just a bunch of discs that want to go left.
Proctor is powerful.
Look at the control of the flip up, too. That's impressive. Again, power and control for Proctor. It's the name of his game.
This is flipped. It's got to get down.
Oh, no. Oh, he's saved.
Wow.
Saved.
Yeah, if that gets over the fence, OB,
Yeah.
if it gets just past that little crease in the fence, it's out of bounds over the sidewalk. That's another good break right there.
I have actually been over there, and I don't think that Adam has any gimme approach. I mean, it's certainly doable with a low skip forehand, but with the headwind as well, it's going to be a touchy shot, and he's not going to have a direct line. You can see that corner sticks out. It's got to be stable, got to get on edge.
He's got to go to the driver. Intentional skip.
Yes. Well,
Work to do, but a good shot.
Yes. And he's got a little bit of practice in those headwind 30-footers now. But this time the basket is elevated. That is the play. You just try to give yourself a 15-foot comebacker on the tailwind side. I don't know a single player on tour that likes uphill headwinds. That's the hardest putt in the game as far as I'm concerned. But that's what Adam has to make right now for birdie.
Yes.
Stepping up to the plate again. Home run hit. Adam Hammes getting to 29. So that 32 under mark is no longer... Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
I think we can say that his tournament run is officially over.
Absolutely.
But a good run it was. He had a great front nine. But bogey is a tough way to go.
Coming down to the errant tee shot on 15, a hole that he's just playing for the 3.
Yeah.
And then to bogey the must-get birdie here on 16.
It happens, yeah. It happens. The best of them, obviously.
That first Elite Series win will have to come another week.
Very good putt there for Calvin. Not the easiest one with that headwind right at you, especially being a push putter nose down.
Well, Calvin is hoping that the winning score will be at 30 under par because that leaves him the sliver of hope to go birdie 17-18. With this wind, it's possible.
Something I think is very possible, looking at leaderboards one day and seeing 20 different country flags on the leaderboard.
Montenegro is a small country, but it's a beautiful country.
Having father and his daughters out there and just seeing all the discs in the air flying, that wasn't here 3 days ago.
I really believe that kids are a future. Put something out, whatever we have as a gift, put that in them, invest in them, go through life with them.
March 27th, the premiere of that film. Be sure to watch that to learn a little bit more about the latest project from the Paul Macbeth Foundation. Hole 17, par 4, 610. Landing zone is big, but it's kind of slippery. So you want to get your drive pushed pretty long, but there's also some danger on the back side. So getting into that landing zone circle is important, trying to get to a spot where that big tree isn't directly in your way. With the wind pushing, you'd love to get long enough to be able to see the basket. It's going to be hard to make the disc swing back.
That had some height, but avoids the oh, that's, you'll love it. Those two trees, as long as they're not an obstacle on your approach, you're loving it. And it's just long enough that I don't think that early corner is going to be a factor on his approach at all.
Ooh, nice skip.
He has thrown some very great backhand turnovers. Low lines as well. Normally when you see that backhand anhyzer, it's a bit high and over that sidewalk.
All right. Can Adam get to a spot here? It looks like he can to be able to push to 30. Yes, that's fantastic.
Yep. A1.
Might crawl back in.
I think, oh, get the sidewalk. Yeah, that's going to slide back in there. And by a long shot, actually. Wow.
Pretty good spot.
A little bit nervous, I'm sure, for a moment, but very good result.
Oh, James.
Lift and skip.
I mean, that's moving fast. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, those reads are not, yeah. That's a bummer. I like this.
Wide. Can it lift up?
I like this.
Whoa.
Oh, sit.
Whoa, action.
What a skip.
And then the insta brakes right as it's creeping up near the OB line. But
Barely stays in bounds. Tricky putt from there. This looks this looks super short. Is this a Is that a layup?
I don't think it's a layup.
I think he wanted to get it out wider.
Yeah,
and it's hard because you have to hit it hard over that out of bounds.
Yeah.
And then trust it's going to come back. So that's just a tough spot to be in. Situationally needing the birdie, but you can't give the tournament away on this hole.
Sure.
Especially with
Well, I think we're going to see a layup from him now. Even if that one wasn't one, he's probably too far out to make much of a bid.
And on the tee box in the background, right as we saw that shot come to the...
I'm wrong.
Yeah, okay.
I am fully wrong. He is going for that. Wow. So there's no way.
Well, this is a situation where
Yes.
he knows that Kyle Klein is at 30 under on the tee of 18. So he knows he has to make that to get to 30.
Yes, and I was just going to say Kyle Klein was stepping up to his tee shot. And by the time Adam Hammis releases that putt, he hears the crowd cheering for Kyle's drive. So he knows how important that putt is right there. So perhaps if Kyle throws, and he doesn't hear the crowd cheer, maybe he lays that up.
Yeah, all situational at this point.
Absolutely.
Matty-O with a tough little miss there. Not to speak over these guys. They've played great all day.
Sure.
Matty-O leaks a little putt there. Let's tap this one in.
Calibrates the angle, releases perfect, and we'll walk away with a par. And I think Adam knows at this point what he's got to do. By the time he gets to the tee, he will for sure know if this is a birdie in playoff or do I have to ace this. But certainly 29 under is no longer good enough to win. And just how close was he to getting to 30?
I mean, that had to have looked just great out of his hand, like he just thought he had it the whole way. Hole 18, par 3, 468 feet. And yes, he does have to throw this in one shot.
Kyle Klein threw it left of the basket. I was in his group, made about a 25-footer clutch putt to move to 31 under. Adam knows that. Every fan out here knows that, so you might as well know it too. This has got to be an ace from Adam Hammes.
I'm fairly certain Kyle Klein finishes the tournament 100% C1.
Wow. And shooting just a blistering 13 under par. Final day.
Calvin going long. Not even an ace would have done enough for him there. Just getting one safe. But here it is. It comes down to this. Adam Hammes needs it to go in.
Nice height.
Yeah, I don't dislike this in any way.
I love it. That's as good as you can do. That could very easily have the left skip on some hard pan, and that's a great run.
Great shot. Great tournament.
Yeah, great tournament for the kid. Matty-O is just
I'm just telling you, man. When you think of power players on tour, nobody says Matt Orum's name, but they should.
Yeah,
they should. He gets some movement behind that disc.
Here's just almost Spikeiser.
And when the tailwind's blowing like it is today, I mean,
wow.
Look at that bullseye. Way to finish your tournament, James Proctor. Well done. It's going to get him to 23 under par, and we're going to watch that one more time. But that's what the hole is.
Speed on that pull through from James. James just has that explosive arm speed.
And why don't we go ahead and head over to Matty-O, who's going to give this a run with that headwind.
Just hangs on.
That's the first one I think I've seen hang on when it starts rolling down that hill.
No incentive to make that putt.
Sure.
Locking up second place.
And that locks up third place for Calvin, who's got a stranglehold now on the Disc Golf Pro Tour points through the first two events. And it's not the first time we've had a chase card winner before. And if there was ever going to happen, it certainly is going to happen when it's the tightest event going into the final round ever. And let's just go ahead and show that footage of Kyle Klein on the last hole, sitting at 30 under par.
Basically knowing that a birdie wins it and just delivering.
Not that close, honestly. That's not that close. Watch this putt. Gathers himself.
Oh, you're saying that his drive wasn't that close to the basket? Yeah, this is still...
No, it looks shorter than it is, and it plays, I'll tell you that.
But that right to left crosswind with his hyzer release putt, that's a great putt. And Congratulations, Kyle Klein. Well done.
An absolutely chaotic weekend of disc golf is over, and you found yourself atop of the leaderboard once again. I'm just going to give you the softball question. How are you feeling overall about the weekend?
There's a lot of emotions right now. I feel honored, really. I knew what it took coming into today and this weekend in general, and I knew I had to get it done, and I was able to get it done today. That's been my play. If there's tailwind, I throw it high and wide and try to spike it in there. I don't try to throw low because I know this green is pretty fast and it could skip long OB or give myself a circle too. So I'm really just trying to stick it real close. I didn't think it'd be just an outright win. I thought there'd be a playoff of some sort, whether or not I'm in it. I just want to thank everyone that's been by my side this whole time and anyone who cheered me on today. I really appreciate my fans, and yeah, I just feel honored to be here today.
A look at those final standings from our lead card and the overall standings. Kyle Klein, 13 under.
Ooh.
Adam Hammes, strong battle. Big shout out to Cole Redallen, who shot 10 under par with only 1 par to his name and secured his best career finish at the young age of 18 at a Disc Golf Pro Tour Elite Series event.
I mean, 12 under from Joel Freeman. His round was essentially done almost before these guys were even teeing off. Jumping up 28 spots into the top 10. Solid finish for that man. But my gosh, 13 under in that win for Kyle Klein. You earned the win there. 31 under par is a solid score. That's formally a 43 under, I believe, in the same exact course. If you're just taking raw number of shots, that's beating our previous wins by double digits. And that's just showing how fast the field is progressing in their skills. Everyone can do it these days. It's so many incredible players. Kyle Klein, now a multiple-time winner on the Disc Golf Pro Tour, winning from the Chase card. Incredible stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's a old 17 under par is what it is. It's one off of what Macbeth shot with more trees.
And more wind.
Yeah. I mean, that is just a round for the ages, really.
He'll never forget it.
No, he won't. I won't. And this might be the toughest Elite Series to win at this point. It has to be with how close it was with everybody. I mean, he couldn't do it comfortably. He had to do it with the tightest field that we've ever had, that we've ever seen. And
you just got to be thinking, man, you know, obviously, first off, congratulations to Kyle, but Adam Hammes with the ace to come up just a little bit short, almost going wide or wire. He's playing well. He's going to be someone to look out for.
Guys, it was a great week. Honored to be able to do the coverage with you guys again. And now I just want to wish everybody on the tour safe travels straight down to Austin from here. And we'll be ready to rock again next weekend at the Open at Austin. Looking forward to back-to-back Elite Series. We will see you there.